Here I am. Hi, Ruby. Welcome in. Good morning, everybody. I'm Old Man Sugarheart. Today we're playing Vintage Story. Been adding a little detailing and decoration to our sweatshop. I had to make room for the windmill blades to actually come inside here. Built a little catwalk through the mechanical portion. Started adding fences. A little bit of blocks along the side here. Still need to clean some things up here. But things are looking much better. I'm not sure. Oh! Window. Accidentally smashed it with a shovel. I mean, things are looking pretty good. You just gotta like finish up some of the tree areas. I've run out of oak. I'm using a lot of oak. I ran out of sandstone too. Tidied up the upstairs of this a little bit. But that's pretty much it. We've got a goat waiting to be born. Which means I probably need like a barrel for milk. So many things. But yeah, we're mostly just chilling. Staying relaxed. Alright, I need oak trees. Don't actually know where a good oak tree would be. Your right hip is getting fixed in 29 days. So in mid-August, huh? How many days are in what month is this? July. I say there's 31 days in July. So August 12th is the day you get a new hip. Not replaced, fixed. So you get the same hip, but better. Unless July has like 30 days. Yep, on the 10th. What? My math. What day is today? I see. Though July has 32 days, I was wrong. I never did get like the date song, you know, the one that's like 30 days, half July, September, October. Everyone else like memorized that song and like nail it every single time. I never got it. I'm like, it's just a bunch of months followed by a bunch of months. Like, how do you remember the actual month? Hey, a 5-stream streak. Nice. Now, there was like a Final Fantasy in the middle of that. But are you partial to Vintage Story? I'm actually kind of wondering. Because viewership on YouTube dropped way off, and I'm like, oh man. They want me to move on. Like, Vintage Story is such a good game, but it's almost time for us to play something different. You know, if you care about people watching your stuff, which I kind of do. Come on. Woo! I was worried there for a bit. Honestly, I feel like then the hits were a little off. I'll just go ahead and put on my band-aids. Like, Vintage Story is good. It's one of those games that you could probably play forever. If you really, really wanted to. Like, I'm probably about 50 hours into this particular playthrough. I'm looking for oak. You look oaky. No, you're a big maple. You just need like one giant oak tree, I think. Oh, you might need to make a new saw too. There's the meteor iron. Here, oak. Maybe I need to plant a few acorns. Is that it? No, it's just a tiny oak tree. Bees! Oh no! Give me the honey. Oh no, I destroyed a beehive. There might be a few others around here. I hope they're not all in the oak trees. Hi, kitty. You want to hop over here? He's thinking about it. He's just staring at my legs. It's like, I don't know if I want a part of that. What are these? Funeral bells. Those sound delicious. I saw a wolf wander into the woods. Can't get away with this tree. But if we stop playing this game, like, what do we play? Toll. Happy Tuesday. How's it going over on YouTube? I think there are a few interesting games. I've heard amazing things about Pal World. Like, they really did a good job on the 1.0. I have not been following it since I played it. Oh, when did it come out? January 2024? I know it was a January. Because when it came out, I didn't think it was as great as everybody else seemed to. Like, Pal World came out, and it was like the only game that came out in January. And so everybody played it. Everyone acted like it was the greatest game ever made. I'm like, it's just the only one available this month. Like, it's good. It's not bad. Like, it wasn't like Game of the Year or anything. Because what else came out around then? I think Rogue Trader came out around the same time. And so if you were playing that, you might have missed Pal World entirely. Ooh, I also heard good things about Dragonscape Runewilds. It's a really good time right now. If you like survival crafting games, like, you're eating good. If that's your general favorite genre. Oh, Chicken of the Woods. Now that's a good one. Tinderhoof? Give me one more oak tree. Or not. I could just go home. That's fine. A little dark. I think we might have to forge a saw. Hi, kitty. You're back. She's just hanging out in my armpit now. Come on, kitty. You look oaky. You're walnut. Walnut's an interesting tree. It comes out kind of like grayish. And so, like, it's the closest one you can reasonably get to black. Like, you can get ebony, but you have to go super, super far south to find ebony. Like, if we check out the map here, the farthest south I got was about here. Well, we also found a translocator that dropped us off around here. Like, honestly, all the translocators have been mostly disappointing. Half of them drop us off in the ocean. And the other half, it's just the same biome, just not very far away. Let's get home. We'll saw some things, maybe forge some things. It will be good. I think I need to start planting oak trees near our home. Not in the fall, but like next year. This is gonna be our third winter. We've got tons of food. Oh, you know what I'm going to need to do? Pretty soon I'm going to need to switch armors. And I think we go bear hide again, just for the extra warmth bonus. Like, leather's been doing really good for me. Like, I can win most bear fights. And as long as I've got some kind of, like, healing potion with me. Poultice. Like, we're doing good. Bear hide, it's a little iffier. If I'm gonna survive, like, the confrontations. Alright, I've got a saw. Make some planks. Turn these planks into planks. Sorry, turn these boards into planks. There we go. Now that's nice and broken. And we can dump all this stuff in here. I think honey lasts forever. I could throw it in there. Give me the actual boards. In fact, give me the larch boards too. We'll use all the oak we can. And you know what? I'll make a couple of doors too. So quiet. Honey. Oh, I need to cook. It's been a while. We've got meat cooking. Tons of cured meats. Tons of fruits too. Okay, to make meat stew, I think I need 2 portions of meat, right? 2 slots of meat, okay. Because what I was thinking was in order to clear up some fruit spots, it would make sense if I used... get the meat, and then we get some of these. There we go. I'm overthinking. Bear hides. Don't we preserve bear hides? I think 4 is enough to make like a whole set of armor. And so maybe this winter we go black bear. I wonder if we'll ever go back after that. I've heard mixed results. You know what? Oh, you can't do meat stew with the double veggies? So I have to... or double fruits? Hush. So do I have like a spare set of veggies? I'm looking for like a set of 10. I mean, I think the oyster shrooms are the way to go. Honestly, maybe not bad. I need to eat more mushrooms. Like, as far as I know, they don't have like a wide variety of flavors, you know? But like mushrooms have got to be like fruit. Like they've all got to taste like very different, right? Wouldn't you think? Like they keep naming them things like chicken and lobster and dryad. You know what? I'm just going to put 32 in there. Wood's cheap. Now, why don't we go ahead and get some sleep? We wake up and the stew will be done, right? Yeah, the temperature's dropping into the negative just barely. Like, October is still a pretty good month. Like, I think the snow sticks around until, like, April. All right, you're cooking. All this wood. What I'm wondering is if I can just leave this alone. All this brown bear's gear. What about black bear gear? Black bear hide armor. I think they're all broken. Trying to think of other things I could create in the meantime. Good evening, good morning, Sugarheart and chat. Good morning, Old Man Windbreaker. How are you doing? Sorry I wasn't here yesterday. I had a slight mental breakdown on Sunday. Like, it was just too much sustained work without a break. Sunday rolled around, and I just shut down completely. Like, I woke up, started playing, like, a real mindless video game. Like, it's called Dungeon 100. It's an auto battler. It's pretty cool, but... like, it's a good way to make an entire day disappear. Okay. So let's grab a few sticks. And so I was just like, I'm not going to do Sunday. I'm going to relax. My kids sat with me. They watched somebody stream the game Dimhaven. And while they were watching that, we just kind of like chilled out. Wife stressed out. I just played games until like I had to tuck the kids in. I fed them occasionally. And then I had breakfast at like 8 p.m. Played some more games, and before you know it, it was 1 a.m. And I was like, I'm supposed to stream in a few hours. I was like, that's not gonna work out. But I think like the problem is, and you know, it's always a good idea to blame the wife for things, is Muthanite. Let's grab you. I think the problem was she planned to do a bunch of stuff over the weekend. I think I need Casserite? Is that it? Is that true? How do you make bismuth bronze again? Zinc. Okay, I need zinc. Okay, what is zinc? failure right. There we go. And now copper. Actually got a decent amount of copper chunks recently. Yes. Hey, things are done. But, like, I think my wife was like, we'll just do a bunch of stuff over the weekend. Everything will be great. But, like, by the time the weekend comes, I'm exhausted. And I think it's normal to be exhausted when the weekend comes up. Like, I got all that day job to do. And so the weekend comes up and I'm just useless. I don't know, part of me wants to like not try so hard at work. They recently like shoved a bunch of responsibility onto me. Like they gave me a team to lead and I don't necessarily want to do that. But at the same time, it's not the sort of thing you can be like, boss, stop this. This is not what I want. And they'll be like, what do you want? I'll be like, to do nothing and get paid for it? Is that an option? Is that on the table? All right, we had figured out like the perfect ratios for these at one point. Let me smash these chunks. $91 is what I can squeeze out of here. All right, yeah, that's fairly reasonable. Cook. Also thinking of what to do with this thing. I'm thinking of making... We gotta get the water downstairs. Like, I've got to move the forge into the basement at some point. Because that's where the Helve Hammer is, right? Ooh. And so I don't know what this becomes. I think this becomes like a spare bedroom. But yeah, I recently had a talk with my boss who kept like trying to push me into like certain directions. One of the directions was being like leadership. And I'm trying to tell him like, I don't want to be a boss. Being a boss sucks. Like the modern boss work is terrible. What they do is they don't pay you anymore. They're just like, people want to be bosses, but like they don't realize that people wanted to be bosses because it paid more. Like it was a career progression path. It was like one of the only ways you could like get more if you needed more. And so now it's just like added responsibility for no reason. They're just like, this will look good on a resume, so I could work at someplace else that would offer no more than regional average, no matter how hard you work. Which is, you know, fantastic. I've actually deliberately stayed a software engineer this entire time because there's just no advantage to leading a team. I think I would be good at it. And honestly, I think I'm proving that I'm good at it. Like, being a manager is fairly simple. You just, like, you tell your team what their assignments are, and whenever anything stops them for any reason, you just dive on it and you get it out of their way. Like, that's all you have to do. Like, everything else is secondary. A lot of bosses, like, try to dive in, get hands-on, but, like, the most important thing you can do is make it so your team can do work. I am talking to nobody, it feels like. There's people watching. The chat's not scrolling. I do appreciate you all your lurkering. If I ever start rambling on a subject that isn't entertaining, though, you gotta tell me. With the no feedback, I never know. We go back to talking about video games. I worry I talk too much about work. Iron blooms, huh? What you doing in there? Does it really take that long to cook? Worry that I can't leave while that's happening. Yeah, I could go downstairs and start doing some things. Since I need to make tools, I feel like I can't leave or tamper with this. Because it would be a good time to, like, make the river. I don't have any ladders to get back up. Gotta be careful. I don't want to, like, when you're on the catwalk there, I don't want you to bump your head. And so I could, like, just dig a little river right through here until there was a safe point to drop off. And then we just make plumbing all the way over to the new forge area. Then we just do similar to, like, what we have here. That's the plan. Saw a couple particles. Is it raining? Oh, thunderstorm. Back inside. Let's see. If I was... So we need to play new games. That's coming out. I'm going to check my Steam wish list. Since I became a streamer, I started maintaining this super hard. Let's see, Cozy Grove Camp Spirits coming out. Funnel Runners looks interesting. It's kind of like a Phasmophobia type, but with natural disasters, it looks like. Fog Piercer sounds interesting. I don't know if it's going to be good. Dragon Sword Awakening also has potential. It's like a gacha game that they took the gacha out of, which is very, very interesting. But like, I don't like the way they did it. What they don't understand is I still want to gamble. Like, I don't want to unlock all the characters through the story. I want to like roll dice and see what I get. Like, that's what I want out of a gacha game with no gacha. I just want like the microtransactions pulled out of it. Gambling's still fun. I just prefer gambling where I can't lose. Let's see, Avatar Legends, the fighting game, is coming out. I'm excited about that one. Although, like, I think they locked the best character, which would be Iroh, under, like, day one DLC. And so I'm mad about that. Might play that. Coldcept the First. Here's the thing. I'm going to play that. I think that one's like, I have no choice. Coldcept's kind of like a cult classic. Like, it was just a really amazing game. It just came out for like weird systems randomly over time. Like, I only got them when they came out for like normal systems like PlayStation 2 and Xbox 360. Like, those were the only times I played Coldcept, and they were both amazing. I wanted to play the others. They kept coming out for things like the 3DS or Sega Saturn. You know, things people just didn't have on hand. PlayStation 1. Who bought a PlayStation 1? Like, Nintendo 64 wasn't clearly better. Although, PlayStation 1 was more like halfway in between 64 and GameCube, right? I mean, I had a good time on GameCube, but like, maybe I should have gone PlayStation 1. Ooh, if I had to rank the consoles over the years, I mean, Super Nintendo was a little better than Sega Genesis in most cases. There were a few exclusives that were great. Then we hit Nintendo 64 or PlayStation 1. Nintendo 64 kind of won hands down again. Though PlayStation 1 had some cool bangers like Final Fantasy VII and King of Fighters, Resident Evil. So, like, despite the bangers on PlayStation 1, I still think Nintendo 64 was the winner there. Then it started getting interesting. Then you had, like, the Dreamcast, PlayStation 2, and Xbox, and, like, GameCube. Now, I think you could have a good time no matter which one you picked. I'd say Xbox was probably the worst. Like, the original Xbox was not that good. People loved it. Mostly people loved Halo. But, like, you had, like, Halo and Morrowind, but then, like, what else did you play on Xbox? Now, PlayStation 2 had a ton of great games. They just kept having great games for a long time. So, given, like, the choice of them, I think PlayStation 2 would be the one I would go with. Now, Dreamcast was secretly really awesome, too. Was really good for fighting games. But it also had things like Jet Set Radio, Samba de Amigo, Space Channel 5. Like, there were some amazing games. What was the other one? GameCube. There were a few GameCube exclusives. Like, GameCube was fun. You wanted to play Smash Bros. Melee. That was great. Mario Strikers was still like the best Mario sports game ever made. And Mario Sluggers too. Where did you go? Don't go there. All right. What are a couple things I need? I should always have an axe on hand. Always have a couple of picks. I don't think I'm going to run out of falxes anytime soon. But we'll get that. We'll get a shovel. Hammers are at risk. I think I'm just mostly very smart about like the various tools I've got out. I need to figure out like what the mold shelf is. The old vintage veterans know what I'm talking about. Like, I think there's a special shelf for these. Try not to set myself on fire. It's very difficult. Set myself on fire. How much more do I have in you? 165 units. But like, what do I do? Oh, my toes. Cool down faster. You gotta pour while it's molten. Guess I could put you back on here. Here, I'll put one there. There we go. Well, we only needed like the 2 slots. Stop burning me. Always setting myself on fire. All right. All the things. Very nice. All right. We can make some tools right here. Put a hammer up here. I think it's time to fight my way back home. We can wake up and do this again tomorrow. Out of the way, nerds. Cars look nice. But yeah, if I had to choose, I'd go PlayStation 2, an Xbox 360, and then honestly, it's just PC for life after that. In terms of like what you want for gaming. Like PC was always pretty decent like the entire time. But like if we're talking late 90s, early 2000s, like you're forgetting about like having 7+ discs for Baldur's Gate, where installing takes like an entire day. Like that was pretty detrimental to the experience. Wasn't a bad time, but it wasn't doing you any favors. Like that was back when like computer parts almost mattered. Kids these days don't know what load times are. Like I had a friend who would play Fallout, like the original Fallout, and he would make a sandwich in the time it would take to load the world map. All right, what am I doing? I'm making saws. Wait, what am I doing? I have iron. Shouldn't I be making iron tools whenever possible? Yeah, let's give it a shot. Friends, hi Mass Bandit, how are you doing? Yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make some iron tools. How does iron Falx compare to like the other Falx? So I go from 4.6 to 5. But there's also like an attack tier on it. I wonder, does that make it so much better? Just realized, we've got an iron anvil under the Hellhammer. I guess I can move it whenever I need to use it manually. And so maybe I only need the one. It was kind of a pain to make. I could make a second one just for the forge in general. Ooh, and it might be worth it too. Ow. There you go. Losing my mind again. What am I doing? I'm making a saw. Making an iron saw. We destroy all the little nubbins. Go, go, go. Got the heating strikes ability on my smithing. I'm hoping that can keep this thing hot enough for me to finish. But yeah. So when I was a kid, my big brother was like a big Nintendo fanboy. Like, he took the console wars, like, very seriously. I did not. I was constantly just thinking, like, which one would be the most fun right now? One of the smartest decisions I ever made was getting a PlayStation 2. Where's my iron bloom? Because, like, the PlayStation 2 had some real high quality games, and it just had like a high volume of games, so like a bunch of them were gonna be winners. There we go, a lovely saw. We make a backup saw. Is that my plan? But yeah, the PlayStation 2 was kind of my go-to game console. When I moved out of my house for the first time, my parents' house, didn't take a lot with me. I took a computer, I took my PlayStation 2, and I took clothes. And enough money for a couple months' rent. I moved out with those things, no job. And I figured things out from there. Though like a couple months rent was like super cheap back then. I mean, especially for me, I wasn't getting very luxurious places. I started out couch surfing for like $100 a month. Oop. Gotta be careful there. I mean, there's tons of bonus iron around here. But yeah, when I first moved out, did not have a lot. But what I did have was a PlayStation 2. And that kept me well entertained basically the entire time. I also got really into reading manga, which I've recently picked back up again. I'm trying to like teach my kids the joy of the library. And so I'm just going there all the time. And I'm telling him, like, this is where you can get all the books you want for free. And honestly, I don't know how much longer that's going to last. We kept heading in the direction we're heading in. I feel like the US could do away with libraries entirely. Because, you know, it's illegal to be poor in America. And so, like, to get something for free, for no reason, is insane. Like, can you imagine something like a library being created now? Where you just say, oops. Where you just say, like, here is a product that exists. You can use it for free. Be it like book, computer, music, movie. Like, we kind of take that for granted. I mean, maybe not my audience. My audience is old enough to know that sometimes you can have nice things for free. It's still a possibility. Whoop. High damage, high mining speed on this iron saw. Super handy. Alright, if I'm gonna make some spare goodies, what am I gonna make? I'm gonna make is myself eat this delicious stew. I'm gonna make a falx, I think. Just kind of like a general thing I feel like I could use. I don't think you need an iron pick for anything, do you? Maybe chromium or uranium? Maybe that's just something I should have on hand for that day I need it. Is that the weird way to do this iron? Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do an iron falx head. You get all the way down here. I don't know how many pieces I need down here, but I imagine it's a lot. The manga. Yeah, I've been reading Spy Family. I just got volume 1 of that, and I'm very happy. It's like, the thing about finding manga in the library is you can't you can't get anything. Like, it's a real problem finding volume 1 of any series. That's not how this works. Boop. Because, like, naturally, the volume that gets checked out the most is volume 1. Because that's the one you check out to see if you like the series. I feel like we never need more than bronze tongs. I wonder if that's true. And so naturally, volume 1, always gone. And so I'm kind of an opportunist. Whenever, like, I know you can put things on hold, but, like, I feel bad and dumb when I put things on hold. Specifically, because the library is full of good books. Like, I don't need the one I'm looking for. Like, I really want to read Delicious and Dungeon. But, like, if it's not there, just grab something else and have a good time. Like Way of the House Husband or Spy Family. Or maybe I could get a new thing before, like, everyone knows it's popular. That would be pretty good. Plus, I've got, like, a series I'm pretty deep into. I'm reading Silver Spoon, which is an amazing anime. It's just a good time. It's like if a Wikipedia article was an anime. Like, I'm learning how to make cheese, learning how to raise cattle. Learning about cow stomach enzymes. And, like, it's not stuff I particularly care to know, but I know it now. That's kind of the good thing about that manga, is it makes you care about, well, it's not even that it makes you care about things, it's that, let me get the pick in here. I think I need to make a hammer too while I'm at it. Probably 2 hammers. I forgot what the point I was trying to make. I'm trying to carry like 2 thoughts in my head at once. Is that good for you guys? Or is it distracting? Would you like me to finish a thought before I move on to the next one? It's not how my brain works. And I know ADHD kind of attracts ADHD. And so I imagine that's not how your brain works either. I'm fine. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I feel fine. So yeah, Silver Spoon I highly recommend. I'm not all the way through volume 1 of Spy Family. it really surprised me how quickly they got into like the story. Like they did not mess around with exposition. They're just like, bam, 5 seconds in, premise all laid out. We're set for the next 100 episodes. Like it's chapter 3 and there's no more like building of the main storyline. It feels like all the characters are introduced and in place. Why are you heading that way? What I'm wondering is if Spy Family is appropriate for my kids or not. Like, humor-wise, it's right up their alley. What else what am I doing? Hammer? Hammer. Whoop. Get back up there. Felt like I did that one weird. But yeah, like the humor is definitely fitting for my kids. They would love it. They would think it's hilarious. But like occasionally people are murdered. And by occasionally I mean like all the time. And maybe that is... Oh, you're just gonna be that hot? Get toastier. I mean, it's letting me work. I don't know why it's letting me work. I'm doing my best. Come on now. I got an ingot. All right. Well done, you. This iron hammer just kind of hanging out. Trying to remember like all the reasons I came out here in the first place. It was saws. Saws were why I'm here. Hello, friend. Oh, shoot. I'll deal with you in the morning. Go to bed, we wake up hungry, that'll be fine. Then we'll saw all the oak logs we need. We'll even throw a few in for leather working, making tannin and whatnot. How much time do I got left? I got 45 minutes left in the stream. Should be enough time to actually get some decorating done, which was kind of the point. But we're almost there. We've almost achieved the goal of being able to make nice food. Like, I'm gonna make a fully realized cheese pie. But I think I can also make like some cheesy sausage, maybe some sushi, some dumplings. Like, I can make good food. Yeah, make some kebabs. What am I doing? So many things. Move the barrel out to here. The water's starting to freeze. It begins. Oh, shoot. Is there a way to empty this without dropping it somewhere? I don't think there is. There's no, like, make liquid stop existing. Maybe there is. One more. Oop. Control. Let me just try that as an experiment. Control. Yep. Nope. Maybe control shift? I don't know. It doesn't matter too much. It's just if I'm ever caught without, like, dirt on hand. Could be a problem for me. Over a water source. Oh man, I just put the bucket away. But I think I have a spare bucket. Right here. Okay. For me, it's shift. I might have rearranged that manually. Control is like my crouch. Shift is my sprint. I might have swapped those around. Give me food. All right. So now, all the things. Got leathers. I'm just going to throw the falx in here. Whoa. I got bonus damage on this. It's nice. You know what? Life is short. Let's equip that. I'll keep the pick in there. Hang on to this hammer too. Don't think I need firewood. Hang on to the little arch doors. So now we need oak. There's a bunch of stacks of oak. Oh yeah. Going iron saw was the way to go. Like, the durability there is so much better. So whenever a tool breaks, we're going to replace it with iron whenever possible. Will we need this many planks? Who knows? You know what? Let's just keep these boards on hand. Cobblestone. I will keep some shale on hand. I think I'm going to need some of you. Got some sticks for emergency fences and whatnot. We need some soil to help get around. But I think we're good. You don't usually reassign your keys. I will. It kind of depends. Like, I like my crouch to be C instead of control. At least when it's got strong gameplay implications. Like, I'm never sneaking up on something in this game. If I did, I'd have to rebind that to see. Okay, and so I was kind of designing this thing. So, like, I've got this wooden pattern here, and I think what I want is to surround it in sandstone and make that kind of like tubular shape. Now I need to match it downstairs to the pattern I've got going up here. Give me that ladder. Cute. Yeah. Yeah, it's all making sense. Okay. So 3 wide with the horizontals. How did I do this? Who said that? Who's shooting at me? That coming from the aqueduct. Always something with those guys. Which reminds me, I need, like, more healing potions. And then, like, one more out. Oop. And so this side is actually just a plus. Getting like the deliberate different directions. Kind of a pain. I don't know if I like this though. Like it doesn't quite make sense. Like I could stick another board like here and here. But I don't think I like that. I think I like what I've got. Now here. Yeah, I think cobblestone makes sense here. Because it's supporting up heavier things above it. Alright. Over there, I think I want glass. Did that really get two-shot by the Iron Falcons? That's good to know. Now here, I'm not as sure. Thinking single door here. Oh, speaking of which. I don't know what I want to put here. Like a window to this wall, I don't think looks great. But I think I might do it. I could do the same here. I don't know. I think smithy might go here. Because we're going to need a lot more space than just like this hell hammer going nuts, you know? Alright, I'm going to leave that section alone just for now. Just for this part. You're currently not grinding anything, which is a great time for me to readjust. Whoa. Querns need to exist on a thing? Alright, because what I'm thinking for him is chest, then Archimedes screw, and then, like, does that work? Archimedes screw. Shoot section and plate. Any plate. We need to get the forge down here, I think. What are you? Just a freestanding little bauble? I think it's time to get rid of some of this scaffolding too. Like, I can naturally get to all the parts of my base. And so there shouldn't be dirt anywhere ever again. Is there anything else I need to destroy while I'm up here before I get rid of this? I can probably squeeze in a couple of late cobblestones in here. Can't reach. That's fine, I can reach it from downstairs. I deserve that. I'm like, I need to be looking downward enough so that I can see what I'm backing up into. So I don't accidentally back off the far end here. It turns out, nah. You need to not fall off a cliff. Looking pretty interesting. All right, we keep working until daytime. I think I need to make an actual real entrance from this side. Because, like, the running all the way back here all the time. Kind of annoying. Ooh. Don't have exactly one sandstone cobblestone piece, but I think I do. And I need to put it in this one place that's driving me nuts. Yes. Exactly one piece. It's just this one spot over the rail here. So much better. I can now safely forget about that for the rest of eternity. Okay. So wood. Wood. So the quern's gonna go up here. So I think what I need is more slate right here. So the question is, like, what do I put in between here? I can have a window here, like a tiny one. Or I could just put wood here. I'll put wood here for now. And then up here, you can wrap this up. That's right, I was leaving this alone for forge space. But maybe what I do is I make like a doorway into here. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to make some plumbing. Okay, how many blocks up am I? 1/2. Gotcha. So I'm gonna destroy this. Never mind, I don't have the blocks for it. You get andesite. That might be a play. Here's a thing. I want to block off that way. A lot of monsters will spawn in that cave. Like what I'm thinking is something to like this effect. Plug that up. And then oh, want to know what I'm above. We peek out the side here. We go out 1, 2. It's gonna be gross. I need more sandstone cobblestone is what I think I need. I think that is the next step. I need a lot of it. And I happen to have a decent sandstone mine nearby. In the meantime, I'm gonna check on my goats. Goats had kids. For some reason, my automated props are not working. Hang on. Let me get a bucket. I don't know what I'm going to do with the bucket, but let me get a bucket. I'm going to milk one of these goats. Currently too stressed to be milkable. What about you? Do I have milk? I have not succeeded in the milk department. Why are you so stressed? Is it because you just had a baby? All right. Enough of this. Oh God. Give me the milk. Currently too stressed to be milkable. I'm gonna assume it's because you gave birth like today. I'm gonna check on you in the morning. We don't offer maternity leave here. Like you have a baby and the very next day you get to work. It's also like the small matter of like, where am I gonna put this milk? I think I just need a barrel in a cellar, right? Excuse me. delicious food. So I can put a barrel right there. All right. So many things. I put something in there. I don't know what it was. Looked like a bowl. I got my bowl. All right, I'm coming for you, goats. Currently too stressed to be milkable. How do I de-stress these goats? I'd like you all out of the doorway. Oh. All right. For one, make sure you have enough food. I do love these goats as much as they are actually going to murder me. Hi, kitty. Just need to sneak up on these goats. Hello, goat friend. I got milk. You just gotta sneak up on him. We did it. All right, so that was one of them. We can get one more. Oh, baby goats. Which one did I successfully milk before? You're not milkable. Are you the milky goat? No, it's one of those. Ugh. I'm actually gonna die milking goats. Calm down, calm down. Woo! Oh God! My legs! Ah! Old man Sugarheart dies in brutal goat milking incident. Honestly, pretty good. That's how I want to go in real life. Like, he launched me. I'm still trying to think, like, how do I create, like, a wise goat milking contraption? I feel like I need to build, like, a little fence area where I can hide and they can, like, charge at me all they want. I see you there. You in the back. The one who needs the milking. Ah, I was so close. Just give me the milk. Too stressed to be milkable. Okay, you know what? Tomorrow for you. Gate open. Any kids escape? Alright, now what was I doing with my life? I think I was on a quest to get sandstone. Well, let's check out this milk. What's going to happen to you? You're good for 15 days, 9 liters. Now, cottage cheese. I can mix vinegar in with milk to make cottage cheese. Like instantly. Or I could put salt in with it and get cottage cheese. It seems like the vinegar milk combination is kind of the way to go, right? Here's what I need. I need 2 buckets. We're going to do some science. Give me the milk. Give me the vinegar. And then we go to a mixing bowl in the food science lab, right? Oh, it doesn't work like that, does it? All right. Take you out. For cottage cheese. That's... All right, hang on. I've got milk. Which is an ingredient for cottage milk. Yeah, I wanted cottage cheese. And so cottage cheese, if I had a pasteurized milk portion, I could double that up with the vinegar. Okay, how do I make pasteurized milk? By simmering Boiled milk. So like I just cook you, right? Okay, by simmering milk. Okay. Okay. Go ahead, set the vinegar aside for now. You're a saucepan, right? Yeah. So I take milk. I simmer it. Whoop. Hang on. Give me the milk. Take the saucepan off here. Use the cauldron. That's what it's for, right? So like I can... Yeah, I can pasteurize all the milk at once. You know what? I think Louis Pasteur gets way too much credit. Because he's just like, let's try cooking the milk to see if we don't get sick and die. I mean, like, kudos to him for being the first to think of it. But at the same time, like, I think anyone else would have thought of that too, you know? Check it out. I got vinegars. Got bottles. I got lots of vinegar. In fact, let's consolidate. Struggling here. Okay, these are all empty barrels. 50-50, 17. There we go. How you doing? You pasteurized yet? Dang. All right. So let's get ahead of ourselves. We're going to... we're making cottage cheese. And we're going to do it by kneading the pasteurized milk with vinegar. That'll get us 1.8 liters of cottage cheese. Okay, now what cottage cheese making? So, like, we're skipping a step. Give me these. Hey. Nine liters of pasteurized milk. Okay. We'll give it. Good. All right. So give me some vinegar here. Take this. No, you don't like that? Okay, that's fine. I was concerned that would be a thing. We'll make cottage cheese. Okay. There we go. Spin it around. Oh, 0.1 makes 0.2. We're making a lot more of this than I thought. Do I need a third bucket? I think I need a third bucket. So how's everybody doing? I think maybe at some point we need to make a powered mixer. Am I going to spill this? How many liters can that hold? It looks like it's fine. The exciting world of cottage cheese making. So this is actually kind of interesting. Like, this does kind of make sense to me in how cheese is made, because you need like certain enzymes and certain bacterias make cheese. And if I understand vinegar correctly, it's like a bacteria solution, or a solution certain kinds of bacteria can live in. Right? Oh, I need to understand microbiology. Let me go get the leather working bucket. All right, I've got a bucket of cottage cheese. Now we dump some more vinegar and milk in here. Are you sure we can't give more portions than that? No? It's fine then. Now here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we put this saucepan somewhere that doesn't suck. Put it here, and then we'd be able to like stare out the door. Like, I don't think I can pick you up this time. After we get this cottage cheese. All right, so we are gonna end up with 18 liters of cottage cheese. Wonder how much cottage cheese is needed to make cheese. The most entertaining the stream has ever been. But this is what I want to know. Can I mix vinegar with pasteurized milk and get cottage cheese in real life. Because reading the Silver Spoon manga, I'm learning a little bit about cheese science. You need like bacteria cultures, like starter cultures. You need rennet or Renee, which is, if I understand it, oof, I need to put you in a barrel. All right, we're going to temporarily put you in this barrel. My alarm went off, signaling that I have to get the kids to summer camp. There we go. Now we won't be bored to tears while we deal with our milky problems. You can stare and watch the sunset. All right. Had I a chance to make the food science lab over again, I would make sure that there was a big window facing either east or west, so you can watch the sunrise or sunset while you stir your cottage cheese. Now, cottage cheese, huh? We'll have our 18 liters. And then what do we do with that? Think you add more salt to it? Or do you... Or this might be where like we get the bag involved. Get like a linen bag and a stick, right? And then we squeeze all the whey out. And then we've just got curds. Then we salt the curds. And have like a salted cheese wheel. And we wrap that in wax, and then we store it somewhere cold and dark. And then 6 years later, we've got edible cheese. I think we're close. I think we've uncovered cheese science. All right. Cottage cheese. Okay, so we got cheese. Use a piece of linen to remove the cottage cheese from the barrel. Place it on the ground. Add a stick. Twist the curd until all the whey is removed. Open the curdle bundle. Add 5 salt to the exposed cheese wheel, or you can get wax. Okay. I think I've got a jug of honey here. Give me the beeswax. Give me the honeys. Give me the salts. All right, right. Linen? Yeah, full stack of linen. Okay. So I want wax. How do I get the honey in the jug? Just right click on you. How do I transfer honey to a jug? From juicing, okay, but like squeezing into a container. All right, but how do I squeeze into a container? I don't think it's going in the container. Okay, what if I squeeze into this barrel? Yeah, there we go. Maybe. Okay. Oh, okay. You can only hold 3.4 liters. Okay. I'm learning. Squeeze. All right. 5 liters of honey. Delicious. I've got 5 glass bottles here. What a coincidence. I got 5 bottles of honey. I mean, they're good forever. So I don't need to cork them. But I don't want like my honey pouring out, you know? Okay. Science. Here's a linen. Wait, what? These produce linens? What am I looking at here? Okay. Cheese making. Use a piece of linen to remove the cottage cheese from the barrel. Place the bundle on the ground. A stick. Do I need like a linen bag? Need at least 25 liters to create a roll of cheese. Okay. And your vinegar. So this cottage cheese is good for a while. We're good for now. I think the cheese science is delayed for a bit. I think I need to get the milk out of a goat. But for now, I need to go back about my merry way. Get it? And get these kids to camp. Maybe eat some delicious stew in the meantime. Want to go? This Falx is ironed. like my resolve. I mean, everyone else has steel resolve. I can only afford iron. Whew. But the cheese science, it's here. It's here. We're doing it. Sort of. We're figuring it out. First thing tomorrow, we milk the goats. We get cottage cheese. That might be something I do off stream. Is I figure out how to make like a powered mixer up there. I think I've got enough linen that I could probably put together a windmill just for the food science lab. What do you think, Kitty? Kitty's trying to stuff his head in my mouth while I'm talking. Because my breath smells like meat. All right, thank you so much for watching, everybody. I had a great time. Please stick around. I will find somebody to raid. Ooh, we could raid Yatsumugi again. And I think that might be the play. Ooh, there's a Filipino streamer. Trying to remember. Yatsumugi was cool, but were they super cool? Yeah, I'm gonna raid Yatsumugi. It looks like they're fighting buzzsaw locusts. And they're doing work. I'm impressed. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.